This is a Manta Sports Media presentation of 16th Region Girls Softball Action. Good evening and welcome to West Carter Middle School for today's cross-county matchup between the visiting East Carter Lady Raiders and the home team on the scoreboard this evening, the West Carter Lady Comets. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin coming to you live here at West Carter Middle School to bring you this softball varsity action. As the coaches and the umpires are at home plate exchanging out the lineups at the moment. A little bit earlier start than what we were planning on here today, as rain is in the forecast for the afternoon. Originally this game was set up to be a 1 o'clock matchup, first pitch at 1, but they bumped it up to noon, and we're going to try to get in just a little bit earlier than that to try to counteract the rain because it was a beautiful sunny morning starting out, but you can tell a few clouds kind of getting out there this afternoon. And so, as we said, we're going to be bringing you this cross-county rival matchup. As we said, going to be having the home team on the scoreboard, the West Carter Lady Comets, currently 0-6 on their rebuilding year season, and they're going to be taking on a very tough East Carter Lady Raiders, currently 4-0 on the season. And so this should be a interesting matchup here today. Of course, we'll take a look at the starting lineups here for today's game. We'll start off first with the visiting Lady Raiders and their starting lineup. Of course, you have Carson Pritchard leading off at center field. Peyton Rice, the pitcher, going to be batting second. Batting third is Audrey Manning, the first baseman. Then batting fourth, Trina Porter, the catcher. And then batting fifth, Lydia Combs, the shortstop. And then batting sixth, Chloe Shelton, the third baseman. And then batting seventh, Michaela McCarty, the designated player, going to be at second base. And then at batting eighth is going to be Stephanie Tussey, the right fielder. And then Sarah Cordell, the left fielder. And so that's going to be the starting lineup here for East Carter Lady Raiders. And they've had a good season so far this year, as they are 4-0 on the season, as they have typically has had a good history of a strong team. Of course, producing such players, that continues on, in the post high school career. So there's, they have an excellent program at East Carter High School. So far, they've defeated West Carter earlier in the season, 20-4, on April 1st. That one game ended in 3 innings, and then on the second, they played Paris and won that one in 5 innings, 17-6. And then on April 5th, played Martin County and defeated them 12-0 in 5 innings. And then their most recent game was against Morgan County. That's the 62nd district matchup, and they defeated the Lady Cougars 16-0 in 3 innings. Of course, West Carter, as we've mentioned before, having a rebuilding year for them. And so they are, fielding a lot of brand new players out there, some that has never picked up the softball yet, in their lives. And coming out and trying to field a team to get something rolling on, because, of course, West Carter, had several seniors that they graduated last year, of course, in the season that was not there. But they are looking at rebuilding this team and trying to get themselves back to the area in which they would like to be at. So we'll take a brief break as they're introducing the players here at West Carter. So we'll be back here momentarily. You are watching 16th Region and 62nd District softball action live here on Manta Sports Media.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
Have you been involved in an accident? Or are you stuck in a situation that requires legal intervention? Then it is time to lawyer up with the Hamilton Law Group. Brandon T. Hamilton will fight for you to get what you are entitled to. The Hamilton Law Group, with offices in Moorhead and Olive Hill, Kentucky, are ready to serve you. Call us at 606-764-0125 or be sure to check out our Facebook page.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfast, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
And we're back here at West Carter Middle School where we're getting ready for the first batter of the evening. Of course, McGlone will be pitching once again for West Carter. Of course, the West Carter bullpen, as we mentioned before, not very deep because many of these players, this is, their first year participating in this sport. And so West Carter doesn't have a very deep bullpen to go to. Usually it's Cameron Burton or McGlone here is going to be the ones that is going to be pitching to start out. And so our first batter here of the evening is going to be Carson Pritchard, the center fielder for East Carter. And so McGlone getting ready to deliver the first pitch. And that one's going to be low and away. Ball one. McGlone back in the circle. Getting ready to deliver, and there's going to be the second pitch. That's going to be high, ball two. So 2-0 now to Pritchard. As McGlone on the game that we've seen here on Wednesday had a complete game against Lewis County, but of course that was a difficult outing for him. And there is a pop up and over the fence, and that's going to be foul, strike one. So 2-1 now to Pritchard. There's the delivery, and that one's going to be fouled back into the net once again. So count is now even at 2-2. Going now with the 2-2 pitch. And that is going to be hit to center field, or left center field, and that one is going to be down, looking for extra bases, and she has got a double here to start things out. So Pritchard gets that one in play and ends up with a double, putting it between McGlone and Burton. And that is going to get her on second base. And now up to bat for East Carter, number 15, the pitcher, Rice. First delivery to Rice. That's a hit toward left field. That is going to score one run. Rice is going to be heading around towards second, and she's going to be looking to third. And they're going to hold her there. So Rice with a triple to right field ended up getting that one pulled toward the right. And so on the first pitch ends up with a triple out to right field. And so that's going to score one run and put Rice on third base. And so now up to bat now for East Carter is Manning. That one's in the dirt, ball one. So the 1-0 pitch on the way. That one's in front, and once again, so ball two. So 2-0 now to Manning. Of course, Manning's the first baseman for the Lady Raiders. There's the pitch once again, and that is going to be a hit to shortstop. That's going to score one run, and they get the out at first base. And so East Carter gets another run there, but Manning grounds out to the shortstop.
Now batting for East Carter, the catcher, number 24, Trina Porter.
And so that's going to clear things out again. And now up to bat is Porter, the catcher for East Carter. So 1-0 to count to Porter. There's delivery. That's going to be a bit high. And so that is going to be 2-0 count. Of course, nobody on for East Carter, and they have one out so far in this inning. McGlone from the circle delivers that in. That's going to be a bit high, ball two. Or excuse me, ball three. And the 3-0 pitch is going to be low, and that is going to put Porter on first base. So McGlone gets her first walk of the evening.
Stepping in for the Lady Raiders, the shortstop, number 2, Lydia Combs.
And so Lydia Combs now coming up to bat, the shortstop for East Carter, as there is a pinch runner out on first base. So the Comets with one out here in the top of the first inning. Has a runner on first. And McGlone getting ready to pitch to Combs. And that one's going to be a foul tip off the batter. That looked like a good pitch there, but that's going to be a foul, strike one. So Combs down early in the count, 0-1. And here's the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt, and they are going to be stealing second as she makes it, as Porter makes it safely there. So it's going to be a 1-1 count now to Combs, but Porter advances in on the pass ball. So here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is a hit up to the shortstop and to the gap. That's going to score 1 for East Carter. And that is going to be a single for Combs.
Coming to the plate for East Carter, number 20, Chloe Shelton.
So East Carter leads right now, 3 runs off of 3 hits. And now we have the third baseman, Shelton, up to bat. That one's going to be in the dirt, and that is going to be a throw to second to try to get the tag, but that is not going to be in time. So that is another stolen base for East Carter. So McGlone now with the 1-0 pitch. And that's just a bit outside, going to be ball 2. So McGlone from the circle, the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt, ball 3. So East Carter with a runner at second, 1 out. And it's 3-0 now to Shelton. There's the 3-0 pitch. And that is going to be ball 4.
Now batting the designated player, number 12, Michaela McCarty.
And so the second baseman, McCarty, now up to bat for East Carter. McGlone's thrown 20 pitches so far here today, 7 of them strikes. And there's a hit to shortstop, but that goes just off to the side, and they're going to hold the runners. But that's going to score 1 more run for East Carter. And so now the right fielder, Tussey, is going to be up to bat for East Carter. So far, East Carter's got 4 runs off of 4 hits here in the top of the first. And there's a hit to a shortstop. And looks like they're going to see if they can try to get this, but the throw's not going to be in the time. And they have the runners going toward home. And she is going to be safe, and the runners advance. And so that puts another run on the board now for East Carter.
Coming back for the Lady Raiders, the left fielder, number 33, Sarah Cordell.
And so the left fielder now, number 33, Cordell, is up to bat for East Carter. As this is the bottom of the lineup, and that close but called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch on the way. That's a bit high, and so it's going to be 1-1 now to the count. Still 1 out. Runners on second and third for East Carter. There's the pitch, and there's a hit toward the gap. That's going to score. That's going to score 1, and that's going to be a single there for Cordell. And she's going to try to go towards second, but that one on the pass ball is going to end up scoring 2. So error there for Wes Carter.
Stepping back in for East Carter, the leadoff hitter, Carson Pritchard.
And there's a hit toward left field. That's going to score 1. And looks like Carson's going to make it easily with a stand-up double. So East Carter now leads 8-0 here in the top of the first with one on and one out.
Pitcher, Peyton Rice.
And then there's a hit once again toward left field. That's going to score another one, and that will be a single there for Rice.
In the batter's box for the Lady Raiders, number 50, first baseman Audrey Manning.
And so now that's going to bring up the first baseman once again. Manning. And that one's going to be in the dirt, ball one, as Rice is going to steal second base. Of course, Manning grounded out to short in her first at bat here earlier on in the inning. That's going to be a foul tip. 1-1's now the count to Manning. There's the pitch, and there's a hit down the third base line, but that is going to be a foul ball. So 1-2's the count now to Manning. So far, she's the only out here in the top of the first as she grounded out to short. Got it to the 6-3 single, or 6-3 out at first base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's a bit high, and that's going to be 2-2. So McGlone from the circle. 2-2 pitch on the way. And there's going to be a tip off the bat. So that'll be another foul, still 2-2. Still runner at second. 2-2 delivery. And that is going to be a hit to shortstop, and that is going to be a drop ball, and so she will make it safe on the drop ball by the shortstop Reynolds.
Now batting cleanup hitter, number 24, Trina Porter.
And so Porter now up to bat for East Carter as she walked in the first inning. There's the pitch, and that's going to be ball one. And so McGlone now with 34 pitches on the evening, splitting them right down the middle, 17 balls, 17 strikes. And there's a hit toward the shortstop. They're going to throw it over to first, and that is going to be in. She's going to, I believe, end up dropping that one, and so she is going to be safed at first. Had the play in time, but stepped off the bag, and so that's going to advance the runners. And so that's going to be bringing up Combs now to the plate. She singled to left in the top of this first inning. Of course, that was East Carter's 10th hit here on the day so far in this opening frame. Bases loaded. There's a hit down the third base line, but that's going to be out of play, so that'll be a foul. And so that's a ball and a strike now to Combs with bases loaded for East Carter. And that one is going to be down low. But all runners stay. So 2-1 the count. As we said, bases loaded for the Raiders. And that one's going to be low once again. So 3-1 here, still in the first inning with one out. 9 runs for the Raiders so far, and have a little meeting of the minds at down on the third base line. So here's the 3-1 pitch now from McGlone, and that's going to be low, and that is going to advance the runners, and that will be the 10th run here so far of the first inning.
Now back for East Carter for 20, Chloe Shelton.
And so now Shelton getting ready to bat now for East Carter. She walked here in the earlier on this inning. And so first pitch to her is a ball. Still full of bases full of Raiders. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is going to be a hit to second base. And that is an infield fly. Batter's going to be out. So runners stay put. And that's going to be the second out here of the inning for East Carter.
Number 12, Michaela McCarty.
Of course, McCarty singled down the left field line in her first at bat this inning. And there's a hit to shortstop, and that is going to finish things off here for East Carter, as that was in play and got it right to Reynolds, and Reynolds ended up getting that on the flyout. So that first inning, East Carter ended up with 10 runs off of 10 hits. And so coming up now will be West Carter as they get their first at bat here on the afternoon, as it's going to be James, Burton, and McGlone to lead off for West Carter. We'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region and 62nd District softball action live here on Mantis Sports Media.
The Drive-In has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
And we're back here at West Carter Middle School here for the varsity softball game as East Carter left 3 on base during that first inning with 10 runs off of 10 hits. But now we're going to have James coming up to bat here at the bottom of the first. Of course, pitching today is going to be Rice for East Carter. So from the circle, first pitch, that's going to be high, ball 1.
In the batter's box for the Lady Comets, number 20, Haley James.
Second pitch on the way, and that is going to be a foul tip, so 1-1's now the count to James. Getting the pitch that she wants from the circle. Here's the 1-1. And that's going to be called strike 2. So 1-2 now to James. There's the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And so that's going to be it for James as she strikes out on 4 pitches. And that's going to be bringing up Burton now to the plate. Here's the pitch by Rice. And that's going to be called strike 1.
Now back for the Lady Comets, number 15, center fielder Cameron Burton.
And here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ball, so 1-1 now to Burton. Or excuse me, I believe they said that they're going to clear that out and send her on, so hit by a pitch is going to be the call on that one. So Burton is on first base, and that's going to be bringing up the pitcher, McGlone.
7, Emma McClone.
So Comets now with 1 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike now to McGlone. And there's going to be swing and a miss. So 1-2 is now the count to McGlone. Still runner on first base. Cameron Burton got hit by a pitch just earlier, and right now to Emma McGlone, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and that is going to be called strike 3. So that's going to be the second out for the Comets here. And so that's going to be bringing up the catcher, Chloe Lambert.
Now batting number 23, the catcher, Chloe Lambert.
As Rice looking to the coach, getting the pitch now in the circle, delivers. That's going to be high, ball 1. Of course, East Carter most famously known for Montana Fouts. There's a foul ball. So 1-1's now the count. Of course, Montana Fouts, a player down at the University of Alabama, and has had a fantastic career down there so far. They're looking for great things from her. I believe she might have made All-American this last year. And there's a hit toward the pitcher, and they're going to get the out at first, and that's going to be it for Wes Carter here in the second inning. Or excuse me, bottom of the first. And so that is no runs off of no hits, one left on base for Wes Carter. And so we will be back here momentarily as we get ready to switch sides for the top of the second. It will be Tussey, Cordell, and Pritchard for East Carter coming up to bat. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching softball action, 16th Region and 62nd District softball action live here on Mantis Sports Media.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Kentucky knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Kentucky needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
And we're back here at Wes Carter. We're right now it's 1-0 to Tussey, and there's the second pitch. That's a bit high, and so that's going to be 2-0 now to Tussey. She's for one today with a got a double with an RBI and has scored a run as well. She doubled a short in her first at bat in the top of the first inning. So here's McGlone's pitch, and that's going to be a hit. And that is going to be out as Reynolds makes it over there, and so Wes Carter gets the first out of the inning so far.
Stepping in for East Carter, number 33, left fielder Sarah Cordell.
And so Sarah Cordell coming up to bat now for East Carter. She doubled up the middle in her first at bat at the first inning. She's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs and a run. That one's going to be a bit high, so called ball 1. Of course, this East Carter team, as we mentioned, very tough. They've been very competitive here in the last several years, of course, off of some good pitching and everything else that they've had. Of course, East Carter having not quite as affected by COVID, having a great start off to their year, being 4-0 so far on the year. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a swing and heading out toward right field, and that one's going to fall just short, and she's going to be heading towards second, and that's going to hold her up. So Porter couldn't make the catch there, and so that is going to be a double for Cordell. And so we're back at the top of the lineup again, where it's Carson Pritchard, the center fielder. She is 2-2 today with two doubles to left center. She's got an RBI and 2 runs, and so that one's going to be a swing and a miss to start things out, and so that'll be strike one. And there's the pitch, and that one's going to be in the dirt, ball 2. So 1-1 is now the count to Pritchard. Here's the pitch by McGlone. It's going to be a pass ball, and that is going to send the runner out to third base. So 2-1 is the count. So 2-1 the pitch now to Pritchard, and that is a hit to second base. Gets it over to first in time, and so that's going to be the second out, but that will score a run for East Carter. So they are now on top 11-0 off of 11 hits here in the top of the second.
The pitcher, number 15, Peyton Rice.
And that one's going to be hit, and that's going to be foul, strike one. There's the pitch. Going to be in the dirt, ball 1. So 1-1 now to the count to Rice. Of course, Rice, she's 2 for 2 on the day. Tripled to short in her first at-bat in the first inning, and then singled to left center in her second at-bat. She's got 2 RBIs and 2 runs herself. And so that's going to be 2-1 now the count to Rice. This is going to be McGlone's 57th pitch on the day. And there is a good hit towards center field. And that is going to be an out, and that's going to put things away for East Carter here in the second inning as they just score 1 run this inning off of 1 hit. So West Carter will be coming up to bat next where we will have Atkins, Sammons, and Reynolds. So we'll be back here momentarily here on Mantis Sports Media.
I'm Governor Andy Beshear. What if you had COVID-19 and didn't know it? Imagine unknowingly spreading it. No one wants that. So wear a mask. Do it for your family. Do it for our economy. Do it for your own health.
The Drive-In has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And we're back here at West Carter High School where Atkins, the first baseman, getting set to lead off here in the bottom of the second inning. Of course, West Carter held East Carter to just one run in the last inning. Here's the pitch by Rice, and that's going to be low, ball one. So Kinley Atkins is her first at bat here today. There's the pitch, and that's going to be called strike one, so it's now 1-1 to Kinley Atkins. That was Rice's 15th pitch on the day, 5 balls, 10 strikes. There's the pitch, and that's going to be called strike two. So Atkins falling down in the count right now, 1-2. Needs to get some contact here. And that's going to be a foul ball. Atkins back in the batter's box. Rice in the circle. There's the 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be fouled toward the left base or the first base side. So she's going to keep alive here in this at bat so far. She has been making some contact here today in this at first at bat, but just needs to get it out in play. And that one's going to be low, ball two. So 2-2's the count to Atkins. As Rice getting deeper into this count. And there's going to be a swing and a miss. That's strike three, so that's going to be the first out here for West Carter as she goes down swinging. And that's going to be bringing up Trinity Salmons, the third baseman, in her first at bat here at West Carter. That one's going to be low in the dirt, ball one. Rice checking the pitches. Finds 1-2 from the circle. And that looks like that's going to be ball two. So Salmon's now up in the count 2-0 right now to Rice. And that's going to be 3-0 now to Salmon. So this is going to have to be a pitch that she really likes, but you know that Rice is probably going to put it right over the plate, trying to keep this alive. And there's going to be called strike one, so 3-1 now the count to Salmons. Of course, Salmon's still up and ahead in the account. That's going to be a swing, and that's going to pull it up to a full count now for Salmons. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Rice in the circle. There's the full count pitch. And that is going to be ball 4. And so Trinity Salmons is going to be heading down toward first base as Rice gets her first walk here on the evening. And that's going to be bringing up Reynolds now. So that's Laney Reynolds, the shortstop for West Carter. That's going to be called strike one. So 0-1 now to Reynolds. There's the pitch. And that's going to be called strike 2. So Reynolds now in the hole on this count, 0-2. Sammons is at first. And that is going to be strike 3, so that's going to be the second out for the Comets as Rice gets her on 3 straight pitches. And that's going to be bringing up number 3, the left fielder, Brandy McGlone.
Now batting left fielder, number 3, Brandy McGlone.
And there's the pitch. And that's going to be called strike 1. So the last 4 pitches there by Rice has been called strikes. As that was her 30th pitch on the afternoon, 10 balls, 20 strikes. That's going to be low and in the dirt, ball 1 to McGlone. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It looks like that's just a touch low, so that'll be ball 2. 2-1 now to McGlone. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's going to be high, ball 3. So Rice falling in behind McGlone at the moment. 3-1's the count. Of course, you don't want to walk this runner or this batter because that would put Wes Carter having a runner in scoring position. And there's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be full count now to McGlone. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be called strike 3. And so that is going to be it for Wes Carter here in the second inning. So that is going to end up with no runs off of no hits. And that's going to leave 1 runner on base for Wes Carter. And so coming up to bat for the next at bat for East Carter, that's going to be Manning, Porter, and Combs for the Lady Raiders. So we'll be back here momentarily here live on Mantis Sports Media.
Have you been involved in an accident? Or are you stuck in a situation that requires legal intervention? Then it is time to lawyer up with the Hamilton Law Group. Brandon T. Hamilton will fight for you to get what you are entitled to. The Hamilton Law Group, with offices in Moorhead and Olive Hill, Kentucky, are ready to serve you. Call us at 606-764-0125 or be sure to check out our Facebook page.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And back here at Wes Carter, where right now Manning is up to bat. Just got the first ball there. So 1-0 to Manning. She grounded out in the first inning to short, and then got a single to short in her second at bat in the first inning. And there's a hit toward third base line. That looks like it's going to be extra bases for Manning, as they're going to hold her up at second base, and so ends up getting a double here in her first at bat in the third inning. And now Trina Porter, the catcher, up to bat now for East Carter. She's 1 for 1 on the afternoon. She walked in the first inning and had a single through the hole at shortstop for her 2 at-bats, and she's also got 1 run on the afternoon. And so that first pitch to her is going to be a ball. So 1-0 now to Porter. And that one's going to be low in the dirt, and that's going to be a pass ball, and they're going to try to get her out at third, but she is going to be safe. So that's going to be a 2-0 count to Porter, but Manning on the gets to third base on the pass ball. And so this is going to be the 2-0 pitch, and that is a hit to the gap there at shortstop. That is going to score 1 run. And so Porter gets a single there and brings in Manning. And so that's going to be bringing up the shortstop, number 2, Combs. As East Carter picked up their 13th hit, 12th run here in the game so far. McGlone with the pitch. And that is in the dirt. It'll be ball 1, but that is going to advance the runner to second base. So here's the pitch to Combs, and that's going to be a pop-up to second base, and that is going to be the first out for West Carter.
Now batting number 20, Chloe Shelton.
And so Chloe Shelton, the third baseman, now up to bat for the Lady Raiders. She walked in the first inning and then popped out to second in her second at bat in the first inning. And there's going to be a pop-up, and that one's going to be out of play, strike 1. And that pitch is going to be just a bit high, so 1-1's now the count to Shelton. That one's going to be in the dirt, and good stop there by the catcher to prevent the runner from advancing on to third. So 2-1 the count to Shelton. Emma McGlone's thrown 67 pitches so far here on the afternoon. And that one's going to be a bit high, so 3-1's the count to Shelton. West Carter with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. There's the pitch, and there's a good hit to center field. And that is going to be caught, but the runner's going to tag up and advance on to third. So there's another out for Wes Carter. As that one ended up heading out to deep center field to Burton. And so that's going to bring up number 12, McCarty. And there's a hit down the third base line, and that's thrown over to first, and that's over top of her head. And so that's going to score in another runner for Wes Carter. I think I got 13. Let's see. Should be 13, I believe.
Now batting for the Lady Raiders, right fielder, number 6, Stephanie Tussey.
And so the right fielder Tussey now up to bat now for East Carter. She doubled to short and then popped out to short as well, as that was a hit toward third base. And that throw is off the mark, and so that is going to advance on the runners to second and third.
Coming to the plate for the Lady Raiders, number 33, Sarah Cordell.
So Cordell now up to bat for East Carter. That's going to be high, ball one. And that's going to be low, ball two. So 2-0 the count to Cordell. Of course, Cordell doubled up the middle in the first inning and then has another double to right. So she's 2-2 so far here on the evening. That's going to be high, ball three. So McGlone falling down in the count, 3-0 now to Cordell. Runners at first and third as Tussey's at second, McCarty's at third. This will be the 75th pitch by McGlone, and that is going to load the bases now for the Lady Raiders with 2 outs on the board. That's going to bring up the top of the order once again, Pritchard. She's 2 for 3 today. She has 2 doubles. She doubled out to left center in the first inning twice, but then grounded out to short in the second inning. There's the pitch, and there's a hit towards second base, and that is going to be an out, and so that is going to finish that out for East Carter here in the third inning, as that was going to be James Atkins on the ground out. So that will finish things off for East Carter here in the third inning, as they ended up with 2 runs. Left a total of 6 on base so far. So right now, East Carter is 13 runs off of 15 hits and 6 left on base so far today for East Carter. But Wes Carter getting ready to come up for the bottom of the third inning, and it will be Porter, James, and Burton. So we'll be back here momentarily here live on Manta Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And now coming to the plate here at Wes Carter is going to be Porter, the right fielder. as Wes Carter finally getting around in on their lineup here once today. Of course, getting a few runners out there this afternoon on off of a hit pitch and a walk so far today by Rice. And that's going to be a bit low, and that's going to be ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. So 1-1 now to Porter. As this will be Rice's 38th pitch. That's going to be called strike two. So 1-2 now to Porter. As Rice from the circle. And that is going to be a foul ball. So Porter going to keep alive here in her first at bat. 1-2. As we got a shoe untied at second base, things are ready to roll now for East Carter. And there's a swing and a miss, and that is going to be the first strikeout here by Rice here in the third inning. And so we're back at the top of the lineout. Haley James struck out swinging in the first inning. Rice has her pitch. There's the delivery, and that's a foul ball toward the right, or the first base side. Always catches everybody off guard down that first base line. Of course, that's why they have the netting all the way down toward the locker rooms. Or the dugouts. And there's a pop-up there toward third base, and they're not going to get her in time. And so she has got a single here today, as that's going to be Wes Carter's first hit. As James hits it about halfway down the third base line. Shelton couldn't handle it and ended up getting James on first with Wes Carter's first hit today. And now Cameron Burton up to bat now for Wes Carter. She was hit by a pitch in the first inning. There's the pitch. That's going to be a bit low. So 1-0 now is the pitch to Burton. And that one's going to be foul tip, so 1-1's now the count to Burton. So Rice back of the circle, looking for the coach for the pitch. She's got what she wants. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there by Burton, so it's now 1-2. So 1-2 now. Wes Carter with one out, runner on first. That's going to be high, so evens up the count at 2 each. There's the pitch, and that's going to be high, ball 3. So full count now for Rice. That's her 47th pitch, 17 balls, 13 strikes so far here on the afternoon. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and that one's going to be fouled away. Burton stays alive. And that's going to be called strike 3. So Burton ends up striking out on the look, but that was close down in the bottom of the strike zone.
Now back to the Lady Comets, the pitcher, number 7.
And so now Emma McGlone, the pitcher, now up to bat for Wes Carter. Going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Of course, she struck out looking in the first inning at her first at bat. There's the pitch, strike 2. So 0-2 now to McGlone. And that is going to be popped up and out of play. Just barely cleared the back stop. There's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled toward first base line. That hits the net. So McGlone going to keep herself alive here in the third inning. Wes Carter still one runner and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. There's the pitch. And good hit to center field. But that is going to be caught there by Pritchard. And so no runs off of one hit. One left on base for Wes Carter. And so we're going to be ending up here at the top of the fourth inning. Wes Carter trails right now 13-0. So we'll be back momentarily here live here on Mantis Sports Media.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
Have you been involved in an accident? Or are you stuck in a situation that requires legal intervention? Then it is time to lawyer up with the Hamilton Law Group. Brandon T. Hamilton will fight for you to get what you are entitled to. The Hamilton Law Group, with offices in Moorhead and Olive Hill, Kentucky, are ready to serve you. Call us at 606-764-0125 or be sure to check out our Facebook page.
The Drive-In has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
I'm Governor Andy Beshear. What if you had COVID-19 and didn't know it? Imagine unknowingly spreading it. No one wants that. So wear a mask. Do it for your family. Do it for our economy. Do it for your own health.
And we're back here at Wes Carter. Leading off now for East Carter is going to be the pitcher, Rice. That one's going to be a bit high, ball 1. Of course, Rice is 2 for 3 on the afternoon. She tripled to right in the first inning and then singled to left center in her second trip to left center, and then she flied out to center in the second inning. So McGlone now getting down to Rice, 2-0. And that's going to be 3-0 now to Rice. So McGlone right now, this will be her 80th pitch here of the evening. And that's going to be called strike 1. So 3-1 now to the pitcher, and that is going to be ball 4. And so that's going to be putting Rice on first base. And that's going to be bringing up the first baseman, Manning. She's 2 for 3 today with a double, an RBI, and a run. So East Carter with nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. Manning up to the plate. There's the pitch by McGlone, and there's a swing into second base. Can't hold on to it, and that is going to be a single there for Manning.
Now batting cleanup hitter, number 24, Trina Porter.
So Porter now up to bat. She's 2 for 2 today. There's the pitch. Looks like that's ball 1. She walked in the first inning and had a single through the hole at shortstop and a single in the third inning. That one's going to be in the dirt, ball 2. There's the pitch. It's going to be high, ball 3. So following behind to Porter, 3-0 now is McGlone, who just threw her 85th pitch here of the day. Of course, as we mentioned, West Carter, not too much of a bullpen back behind them. Of course, they've able to field the team and have a couple extra subs, as that is going to be a walk to Porter, and so that's going to walk the bases loaded.
Stepping in the batter's box for East Carter, the shortstop, Lydia Combs.
And so that's going to be bringing up Combs, who's 1 for 2 today. As bases loaded here in the top of the 4th inning. There's the pitch. And a good hit up towards center field. That's going to bring home at least 2. And they're going to hold her at second on the double. So good hit there by Combs.
Next up for the Lady Raiders, third baseman, number 20, Chloe Shelton.
And so that's the 15th run there by East Carter. And there's a swing and a miss there by Shelton. Shelton's 0 for 2 today, digging on first with a walk in the first inning, and she's got a run, but hasn't got any hits so far here today, as there's a hit toward second base. That's going to score 1, and she is going to be safe at first. So that's the 16th run on the day by East Carter, as Porter ends up scoring and Combs goes over to third base.
Adriana Cordell.
And so this is going to bring up McCarty. Or excuse me, they're going to pitch a hint for McCarty. They're going to be bringing in number 1, Cordell. So this will be Cordell's first at bat here today with runners at the corners. And there's a swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 1. So no outs so far for the Lady Raiders. There's going to be a foul tip, so it'll be 0-2 to Cordell. There's a hit down the third base line, and that's going to be foul. Of course, Shelton advanced on from first base just a minute ago to get runners at second and third for East Carter. And that one's going to be low. Ball 1 there for Cordell. And here's going to be coming the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a bit high, so ties up the count at 2 each. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Runners at second and third. And that one's going to be in the dirt. Full count now toward Cordell. McGlone got her down to 0-2 to start out with off of a strike and a foul tip, but it's been 3 straight balls now to Cordell. And that is going to walk the bases loaded for East Carter once again. Yep, no outs. And we're going to be getting down to Tussey, the right fielder. She's 2 for 3 today with a double, an RBI, and a run.
Right fielder, number 6, Stephanie Tussey.
Of course, Tussey's heading back to the bench. And looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter as number 21 is going to be coming out, and that is Boggs.
Batting for Tussey would be number 21, Reese Boggs.
So Reese Boggs coming in now for Tussey. McGlone with 95 pitches on the day, 42 of them strikes, 53 of them balls. There's the pitch, and that is low, ball 1. So I believe this is the 3rd or 4th time today that the Lady Raiders has ended up with a bases loaded situation here against McGlone. As 1-0's the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is swung and back to the pitcher. And there's one and almost had 2. But the runners are going to hold as she grounded out to the pitcher. So that'll be the first out of the inning for Wes Carter.
Coming into the game for the Lady Raiders, number 32, Alexis Thompson.
And we're going to get another sub in for East Carter as Thompson is going to be coming in now for Cordell. This will be her first at bat. Of course, East Carter holding on to a 16-run lead here in the top of the fourth inning. There's the pitch. And that's going to be ball one. Of course, McGlone been known to battle throughout her outings. It's going to be high, ball two. As in between innings, she gets some pitching tips and everything else from Letha Reynolds, one of the Wes Carter former softball players. That'll be a pass ball, but keeps it in play, and so it's now a 3-0 count to Thompson. And that was the 100th pitch by McGlone. And that is going to walk in a run.
Now batting number 17, Carson Pritchard.
And so Pritchard will be coming back up to bat for East Carter. She's 2 for 4 on the day with ball one. Still the bases loaded full of Raiders. She doubled to left center twice in the first inning, then grounded out to short in the second and grounded out to second in the third. As she grounds out to second once again, there is going to be the second out, but that is going to be another run come across for East Carter.
Coming to the plate for East Carter, number 15, the pitcher, Peyton Rice.
And so now we've got East Carter runners on second and third. As that's going to be ball one to Rice. And that's going to be high, ball two. So McGlone falling down 2-0 against it's pitcher versus pitcher on this outing right here. Of course, East Carter now looking at 2 outs with runners at second and third. There's a hit toward third base, and that is going to go through the third baseman's arms, and that's going to score 2. As that one was hit toward Salmons. And so that will score 2 runs here for East Carter.
Audrey Manning.
And that will be the 20th run on the day for East Carter. And so Manning, the first baseman, will be up. She's 2 for 4 today. And I believe the first baseman left early, and so that is going to be an out for East Carter. And so that will finish off East Carter here in the top of the fourth inning, as they have picked up 7 runs that inning against Wes Carter. So we'll be back here momentarily here on Manta Sports Media.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
Back here at West Carter High School, where it's a called strike one as Lambert is up to bat for West Carter. It will be Lambert, Atkins, and Sammons. Called strike two, so Lambert falling down 0-2 early to Rice. Oh, excuse me, it's Moore is the batter for West Carter. There's going to be hit and a foul, so still keeping alive. So still 0-2 now as Rice on the deliver. And there's a swing, but drop ball. We'll see if she gets to make it through, but down to first, and they tag her out. And so that's going to be the first out here as Moore ended up striking out, but on the swing, but it was dropped. And so that was Porter to Manning on the first out for West Carter. And so Emily Henderson now coming in to batting in for Atkins. Of course, in the game against Lewis County, she started at first base and then moved over to third base. But a little bit of a lineup change there for Coach Stevens. As we have one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And so Emily Henderson takes a look at that one, and that one's going to be high, ball one. Rice, this will be her 60th pitch on the day, and there's going to be a foul tip. So 1-1's now the count to Emily Henderson. Of course, Rice having a pretty good day, 18 balls, 42 strikes. But as we said, you know, East Carter known for their pitching. And that's going to be low, ball two. There's the delivery, and there's a hit up the first base line to Manning, and that is, she's going to step on the bag, and that'll be the second out for West Carter. And so that's going to bring up number 11, Salmons, the third baseman. As Salmons has got to keep West Carter alive here. There's going to be a foul tip, so 0-1's early the count now to Trinity Salmons. And that's going to be fouled off once again, so 0-2 now to Salmons. Checking the pitches now, and that's going to be low, ball one, so 1-2 now to Salmons. And here's the pitch. That's going to be ball, so called ball. So 2-2 now to Salmons as the count's evened up. Of course, Salmons fouled off twice here to start off this at bat. And there's going to be a hit to the pitcher and to the first baseman, and that is going to be it. And so that will finish us off here, but we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll come back with some final stats here at West Carter. Your final score, East Carter 20, West Carter 0. And so we'll be back here momentarily here live on Mantis Sports Media.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
Have you been involved in an accident? Or are you stuck in a situation that requires legal intervention? Then it is time to lawyer up with the Hamilton Law Group. Brandon T. Hamilton will fight for you to get what you are entitled to. The Hamilton Law Group, with offices in Moorhead and Olive Hill, Kentucky, are ready to serve you. Call us at 606-764-0125 or be sure to check out our Facebook page.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
And so we're back here at West Carter High School, West Carter Middle School, where our final score once again is East Carter 20. They get 20 runs off of 18 hits. They left 6 on base here today within 4 innings. West Carter ended up with no runs off of 1 hit, 3 errors, and they left 3 runners on base here this afternoon. So Rice pitches the complete game shutout to West Carter, and McGlone picks up her loss here today against the Lady Raiders. And so that's going to finish us off here. So we'd like to thank you for tuning in here, and from all of us here at Manta Sports Media, I'd like to thank you for watching our softball game broadcast here today. Make sure to share out this information, share our videos. Of course, we will also have the replay of this game probably here in the next couple of days. It'll be posted to our YouTube account. So if you know anybody who's missing out the live action on YouTube, of course, due to bandwidth issues, we can't dual broadcast to both. But we are just broadcasting out to Facebook Live, and then the replays will be in on YouTube. So for Jeff the Mantis Irwin, thank you for tuning in here today. God bless you all, and we'll see you all again, of course, next week. Of course, the Comet's still underneath COVID protocol, will not be in action next week. The Lady Comets will be in the 16th Region All-A Classic next week as well. So stay tuned to our Facebook page for broadcast schedules, and as we have up-to-the-moment information as we get it to you live. Of course, the rain did hold off for us this afternoon, but clouds are starting to head in a little bit more. So we'll finish off things here today. Your final score, once again, of course, East Carter had 10 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, 2 runs in the third, and 7 runs in the fourth to have 20 runs on the day, and West Carter with no runs off of 1 hit. Thank you very much for tuning in once again, and we'll see you next time here live on Mantis Sports Media.